Let's take you back to our top story, where we told you that the Federal High Court has stopped the federal government from releasing further monthly allocations to Rivers State. And this court order was given this morning by Justice Joyce Abdul-Malik. Let's bring in a lawyer to help us give a wider perspective on this issue. It's good to have you join us, Mr. Adesola Fagbemi. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much. We've seen that this, of course, this order is predicated on the tussle for control of the State House of Assembly, right? And we're aware that this dispute is already at the Supreme Court. Do you think the High Court is in the right place to make such an order?
Definitely, the decision of the Federal High Court is laudable with respect to this subject matter, because it borders on local government autonomy, which the Supreme Court has earlier on made pronouncement on. And whichever a point in time where there have been infraction with respect to the constitutional provision, with respect to the fund between the state and local governments, by the state government, any party that feel aggrieved within the state can proceed to a competent court for pronouncement on the subject matter. Being the fact that Rivers State in recent time have been a troubled state with respect to administration and politics, and the people at the grassroots have been at the receiving end, and we know that consolidated revenue fund is meant for the administration of the state and the local government. And the Supreme Court has made pronouncement on that subject matter. Everyone must respect the decision of the court, be at the High Court or Supreme Court, as the case may be.
We've heard, of course, lawyers like yourself raise concerns about what they term conflicts of jurisdiction, right? And they said that, are you saying that this latest order is not in violation of this jurisdiction,
I've not read the judgment as a whole, but I believe with respect to jurisdiction of this matter, when it has to do with the local government funding or the state government funding, the High Court can also look into it with respect to misappropriation of such fund. And, you know, a school of thought has made us to understand that what constitutes law properly is what the court will say upon a subject matter. And such law must not be, such pronouncement must not be against the public policy. If, with respect to this kind of tussle, I believe the state High Court or Federal High Court with respect to this matter has jurisdiction.
So do you think that, or what would you consider as options for the Rivers State government now that the Federal High Court has stopped the federal government from releasing funds to the state government?
There's no further option, you know. Parties must maintain peace and respect the court order. Or in some parlance, will say the state governor has the right of appeal. But with respect to the funding, misappropriation, and administration of such funds, I'm talking of proper administration, the court will often look into what will affect the people for the benefit of the people at the grassroots, not even the local government. Even the Supreme Court has looked into the matter earlier before now. And, you know, when politics is at the order of the day, parties will be doing something that is disruptive to the administration of the state. I would want to advise that the state governor, the person of Governor Fubara, should maintain peace, should not go on appeal. If it goes on appeal, it will not be successful. And again, our National Assembly should take the bull by the horn to address the issue of finding a way to separate the funding of states from that of local government. You know, when we have a lacuna in law, the governor will continue to take advantage of such, because some of them have transformed, they have metamorphosed from being a sitting governor to Senate president or member of the Senate. And that is the reason why they've not paid attention to it. But The Supreme Court ruled on local government autonomy with respect to the funding, and I think that should, in a Senate climb, should suffice. But if that is not done, the National Assembly should take the bull by legislating, making a proper law to amend the Constitution and to provide for a special provision with respect to having the autonomy that local government needs in order to foster peace and development and political and economic prosperity at the grassroots.
Well, some say that it seems that the law is trying to adapt to politics. Well, we'll get to see what the governor will do in the coming hours or days. Thank you so much, lawyer Adesola. Fagbemi, thank you so much for talking to us on TVC News.
It's a pleasure being here.